The only thing that can make this anime is like if a meteor fell down on their ship.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, the day portion of Mugen Eclipse.
And it's me, Mr. Twitchy, the night portion of Mugen Eclipse. We're somewhat in a somber mood today, guys, because we are on the penultimate episode of Season 2 of Vinland Saga today, episode 23.
Last episode, PEAKLAND. That boy Thorfinn, he survived the punches. He got to the 100th punch. He survived it. Drop. He was down and out. But Thorfinn, he gets the right to talk to the king, Canute. Canute accepts it. They have their discussion. He brings Einar with him, and Einar, he speaks his piece a lot, which was a lot of good stuff there, because stuff that we've been hearing from early on in the season between the conversations with him and Thorfinn, and even seeing literally with his village getting burned down and King Swain being the reason why the second time around. So that was a pretty cool full circle moment. And Canute was basically just telling Thorfinn that, like, his plan, he's basically having a rebellion against God to create this utopia. This is what he wants to do. This is how he wants to solve all of this, the hell on earth. And Thorfinn, he listens into it, but he keeps trying to, tell Canute that, can you just stop trying to pursue the farm? Canute like, I ain't doing that. And yeah, the episode pretty much ended with that. But I did really like Thorfinn's energy throughout the episode. So that's one thing I kept saying last week. And I'll say it again. It was dope.
We are at an impasse, guys. There is an immovable object and an unstoppable force. Unstoppable force being Canute, because you're going against God. Immovable object, Thorfinn's willing to take the pain of the world to stop war and slavery. I don't know who's going to win. I know that Thorfinn is our MC, but honestly, Canute, we've said this multiple times in this season so far, he's kind of like another MC. He's like a secondary MC. So, I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. I've got one spoiler, out of context, just one screenshot. So, with that being said, let's delay no longer and get into the newest episode of Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 23, right about now.
No! That's the button that will kill everyone!
Come on, MC, you got something in you. I know you do.
Watch Askeladd pop up for Thorfinn.
Oh my goodness. The battle of advisors. Ooh, the light and the dark.
Like Twitter, huh?
Woo! I can feel the tension right now. Okay.
The Einar start running, and he notices he's still there, like, wait, didn't you literally meet us? Yeah.
I mean,
it's like what Einar said last week. He said, like, yo, like, there's still people you're going to be trampling over. Another interesting thing, Thorfinn is so lucky that he is talking to Canute as the king, because if it's any other king...
oh, he would have been dead 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
I know this is season 2, but you get what I mean. I've missed that.
I'm about to say, that's interesting. I like how they did that. Like, it looks so strange now.
Please don't go to like a crazy laugh. Please just make this feel genuine.
That's pretty reassuring though for him though. especially somebody that he knows was crazy, like crazy. That's reassuring.
Plus, it
For
kind of
him,
like
in
goes
turn out
back
like
to
that.
the conversation with the priest when they said like true beauty is when a man dies. Hmm.
Vinland.
Ah, the shepherd. Shepherd of the lost sheep.
I like that. Because even when he was talking to Einar, he said, yo, if I can't do it, at least a village will do. Something small will do.
Yeah.
And you got Canute, where it's like, you're the king. You got a lot of power to do a lot.
They did leave.
Wow, I did not expect that. Wow. What is blood waffling about? Chill out. That's right. Great right hand.
Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say that. It's like knowing that they have each other that's fighting for something greater is reassuring.
Wow. That is huge.
You gotta be careful though. He has to be very careful.
The whole reason he went on this escapade is because he was worried about the people of England betraying him because he was a Dane. Nice.
You know, Mappa gotta go crazy with their POVs.
Ooh.
Whether it's first person, third person. Ugh. Way back. This was like a finale.
Yeah.
Wow. The conversation has already been dealt with. They left the farm. With Arnhide and Einar's mom and sister. Man.
Got like a grade 3 concussion, dude. Bars.
Wow.
Nice.
Damn. Damn. See, this is why Arnhide is so important. He's like, now I want to tell somebody like who's through with this. Like, no, there's more to live for. Einar helped him early on in the season, you know, get to that point, and damn. Great scene right there.
Yep.
And I feel like it's more obtainable than Canute's.
Oh, you don't think it's realistic to strike down God? Oh, brother! Oh!
Damn. Look at the shot, too. Look at the art. Yeah,
This is like
saying, art
4K
eye,
definition.
I hope they can, man.
Nice. That was my spoiler. Just that shot. But
Okay. Oh.
again, perfect. Just perfect. The only thing that can make this anime is like if a meteor fell down on their ship.
Oh, he's good. Thank God.
Yes!
You said it
Pater!
last week too.
Pater.
Thank God. Cause man, man.
Like, he still has room to grow into it, but he finally has the reputation that his father had that precedes him.
I like the OST in the back too.
Without Spherical, this arc wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I'm taking some.
I gotta get something to
You
eat.
know what I'm saying? Ha!
Yes!
Broad son of a twin. Oh, I like that with the narration. It's like really early in the series too. Yep, working hard. Interesting. Were those narrations for like weapons early on in the season?
I think it was when Einar was doing the, or not Einar, Gardar was doing the carving into the smite.
Right.
That's
smithing.
smithing.
He said that early in the season too. Open the eyes. Damn. This was this episode was damn. Top tier episode. One of my favorite episodes, man.
Wow.
And you know what too, like if Thorfinn didn't protect the farm, like okay, so like going into like to the second half of the season, I was thinking like, I don't know, they might end up getting that farm. But then it's like if Thorfinn didn't, you know, advocate for peace as he wants to do and, you know, stopping the violence in general and going with how he wants to end things. And you even mentioned earlier in this episode that it seems like Thorfinn won that, you know, in that conversation, and he pretty much did with that debate. So it's like, it would have been a failure on Thorfinn's behalf if he, you know, if he acquired the farm, you know. So, damn, that's a big W, man. We haven't seen Thorfinn take like a really big W in a long time. Like,
Well,
sure, he beat Thorkel.
Let me
like,
even prop up this W even more, because we know at this specific time period that the end of Vikings is near, And I know Canute is a historical figure. I don't know if he was the cause for the end of the Vikings. But with his retreat of sending the Danish army back to Denmark from England, like, I feel like some things are very much in motion to where Canute's actions could bring about the end of Vikings. And this whole conversation, that W could not get any larger. Right. Okay. Don't look at that. I thought that was an after credit scene.
I seen it.
I see something, but I need it.
Nice.
I need it next week.
Nice, exactly. But let me take this off the screen, matter of fact. Let me go like middle episode. All right, boom. But yeah, like, you're right. It's a huge W because he's the reason why Canute is on like that. I did not expect that to go down like that. I thought Canute was going to be, still on his like on his journey to doing what he wanted to do. But like he said, this was reassuring hearing somebody else that's, going about something in a very different way, and honestly in a better way than him, because he himself didn't really want to do violence either, but he kind of had to because, in his head, King Swain's like, oh, you're basically doing everything that all kings have always done, war and killing. Yes, you're poisoning people, but you're still killing them and all this stuff. He even talks about, you killed me, you killed your brother, you killed all your competitors. But I like that Thorfinn, it took Thorfinn, somebody that he knows was once a very violent and rabid person in general, killed a lot of people, fought a lot, never thought, thoroughly enough in any situation, and to see it coming from him, he's like, wow, like, that might have been why he didn't really want to talk to him too at first, because he felt that, oh, this guy probably just wants to kill me or whatever, I put him in slavery, whatever. But now that he got to talk to him and see that he's a completely changed man, that's why it was so reassuring to him, because it's like, okay, there's somebody else that wants to do something similar to me. And he even said in this episode, like, you were a Viking that changed, and that's essentially my whole plan. And out of any Viking, you were one of them Vikings. You were a kid at that, going crazy. So
well, another line that I really loved about this episode is when Canute called Thorfinn a beautiful man, because he has seen the ugliness of humanity, whether it be his father, whether it be Thorfinn when he was in adolescence, whether it be Thorkel, the battle-crazed monster on the field, or even looking at himself, because he's had to do things against his own morality, like his hallucinations notwithstanding. I'm sure he thinks about things until he falls asleep every night without fail. And for him to acknowledge that with Thorfinn, and I'm not so much talking about his like loss in quotation marks about this particular interaction with Thorfinn, but he is now on a different path that he would not have been on if he did not have this conversation. And again, the implications of what can result from this interaction on this farm. And just Farmland arc, I know there's one more episode still left in the season, but my god, like, this is, I don't like saying this as frequently as a lot of other people say it, but honestly, this is peak.
Man. And it like, and it's peak when even there's people that I see on the internet that typically could be more meatheadish and stuff like that, and even they're saying that it's like that. A lot of times they people think it's like a snooze fest or something's boring. I have not seen a single person say that about Vinland, at least me personally. But
we got disconnected there for a second.
But yeah, it's fire nonetheless though. Like it's peak. I mean, like you said, it's another episode left, but the arc ended last episode. We left the farm, so successful arc, successful for Thorfinn, Einar. And like I said in the episode too, I really like that Arnhide, she plays such a big role for Thorfinn and Einar in their life, and even Patter and everybody on the farm. Yeah. And he literally said, like, I wish I would have had, like, told her that sooner. She was dying, so I didn't even give her a chance to say, to keep on living. And now he's going to use that, to learn from that. And now he's going to have that same kind of, mentality approach going to other people who feel the same way, because he's been through it as well. So
Yeah.
he knows more than a lot of people would. So I just can't wait to see, you know, what other characters in the future that he can help, and that's just fire, man. Like, for a main character, this is a way different main character than a lot of main characters in series. Like, all he really wants to do is build a land of peace and to teach people. You know, it's not like, oh, I have a goal to be the king, or nah, it's none of that. So
my last point that I want to make, guys, and this is perfection as it comes to Yukimura's writing. The Kettle family is the perfect embodiment of farming. So you have, let's just start from the top. So you have Old Man Spherical. He is a plant at the end of its life that's seen many moons and has been through all the weather, the never-ending storm that is this world, this cruel world. And you go down to his son. So this son, he's still growing, maybe not as much as his sons, but he finally got the dose of reality that he needed when his slave that he loved died. Then you go to Omar. Omar is finally a late blooming flower. He sprouted, he became a man, and now he's going to grow for the sake of the farm and for the sake of everyone around him. Thorgil might be a plant in the wind. He was uprooted from his life, everything that happened in terms of him losing that bout with Canute and Wolf. What is a warrior to do when there's no war? So he's got to do some self-reflection there. But yeah, my goodness, like, the perfect encapsulation of farming and plants is the Kettle family. And I just wanted to address that because absolute peak.
Fire. I had to do some snaps when you were saying. I was like, "You right? That makes sense." You got the old plant. It seen all the weather, felt all the weather, and then to the son, to the grandson, to the oldest son. It's like, yeah. So fire, nonetheless, man. I can't wait till we do a stream too to talk about.
Oh yes,
a lot of different stuff in the season and all that. But you guys know the drill. We love this series, so we got one more coming up next week, and then we'll be done with the series. But you guys know the drill. If you've been on this channel, you already know. If you're new to the channel, I hope you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video, and
peace.